Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Brandon, and today I'm going to show you the Phrygian mode. So let's get started. Now, yesterday I did a video on the D Dorian, and what I'm doing is I'm going to do a video each day on each mode. I'm trying to separate it. So instead of trying to put all of them in one video, to me that's confusing. I think it's important that you spend time in each mode and like really learn it. And the eventual goal for this is to play all the way from this octave to this octave. And by learning these patterns, you'll see the entire C, the key of C. And then once you get the patterns down, I'm going to go back through each one again and break them down more and talk a little bit more about each one. And then we're going to get into how to improvise and use them in over progressions and that kind of deal. So I'll go over the basic again. So you got your C. And a mode is when you start on the next note of, or any note of the C scale. So when you start on D and you play to D, that's your D Dorian mode. It's still the C scale, so that's important to know that ultimately if you're playing the C scale, but there is a difference. But I'll get into that again later on. So you got your D Dorian. Hopefully you practiced up and you got this one down. And again, ways to get these down is like sequence patterns, playing up 3 notes. Shit. That was groups of 3. You can also do groups of 2, like now, before I move on, I want to stress the importance of playing slow. I saw this guy, he's a guitar player, and he can play blazing fast. And he was showing his practice routine, and he said that he practices slow. Like, I'll show you how slow. And this is like really good because if you focus on your hands and you use it fingerings, you want to play the same fingering slow. You don't want to be using one finger, and your goal is to go like this. So you got to practice the same way because whatever you play slow is how you're going to play fast. And if you focus on, you just pick up speed fast. If you focus on your fingerings, so he was going this slow, like. And that's what you want to do because it really burns it in because it gives you time to think, and you remember it. It really works. For years, I thought this was slow, and then I started learning to really slow down, and then what that does is you learn 10 times faster. It's unbelievable, but when you start doing it, it really like sinks it in. So just play really super slow, clean, no buzzing, listen. What that does, um, it gives you time to think, so you're not like overwhelmed and rushing. Like that's why you want to use a metronome, But when you're learning, you want to learn it first and then use a metronome, because the metronome is going to push you, and it's going to confuse you, and you're going to forget and get frustrated. So it's better to get it down, and then you want to use the metronome. You want to push yourself with it, but you want to have a foundation before you don't want to just learn the pattern one time and then jump into trying to use a metronome, because it's counterproductive. It'll only frustrate you and confuse you. So now that you got the Dorian down, the E is the same idea. You're starting on the E, ending on the E, but you're playing the notes of the C scale. So it's E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And I'll go over the numbers on the strings. So 7th fret, 2nd string, 8th fret, 2nd string, 10th fret, 2nd string, 7th fret, 3rd string, 9th fret, 3rd string, 10th fret, 3rd string, 7th fret, 4th string, 9th fret, 4th string. You really want to get in the habit of saying the notes to yourself. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. But the main thing is to get the patterns down for now, and because you add the notes in as you keep learning and get the patterns down, the notes will come. So once you get that down, you can start playing like up the C, the Ionian, which is your Ionian is another word for just the regular major scale, C major. Play up that, and then you play down the D Dorian. Up the E Phrygian. Down the Dorian again. And so on. You mix it up. Now you can go down the C. Up the D Dorian. Down the Phrygian. You start on a Dorian. Going up. Down the Phrygian. Up the C. And you just mix it up in as many ways as you can. And I encourage you to be creative. Make up little patterns. You can even just randomly jump around, whatever helps you to see these patterns. The ultimate goal is to be able to visualize. You can look at this and you can see that pattern. And all these patterns, when you shift keys, that's why it's important to get the foundations down, or they're all the same. Like this is D Dorian. Again, if you play the same exact pattern as E Dorian. But keep in mind that's a different key, but what I want to do is, as we go through these modes one at a time, then I'll go back through and be a little bit more detailed, because just like you have a mode off of each note, inside the modes are your arpeggios. Each mode has an arpeggio. Like you got your C7, you got your D minor 7, and you got your E minor 7. That's your first three, and that's where I'm stopping for now, because I want you to focus on getting those three down. And the next video will be the fourth one, and the fifth one, sixth one, seventh. This is the octaves. So by the time I get through these videos, if you follow along, you should be able to play this whole entire key, which is cool. Like, that's one of the coolest exercises you can do, and you'll use that stuff your whole life. So there's no such thing as spending too much time on each pattern. You want to burn it in. You want to play it many different ways. Like I said, practice going up and down. And once we get through all this, then I'm going to show you how to use it musically, like in a song. And I'll show you the little chords I like to use. D minor, G7. I'll show you all the stuff. And how to jam along with it. It would all make sense. I'm going to take it slow. So, if you have any questions, you can comment on the video. I'll try and answer them. I do live streams every day where I use all this stuff. And I write my own music, and it's all based off of using these modes and all that stuff. And that's how I practice. And for years, I wrote songs. I still do. If I'm learning a chord, I put it in the looper, and I write a solo. I learn the scales that go along with it. So this is all the foundation of all that, and I can take you up to that level. Just gotta follow along. So if I'm going too quickly or too slow, just let me know. If you have questions, because I haven't really taught, and so feedback would be nice, so I know what people want to learn and all that. So I appreciate all the support, and hopefully I see y'all on a live stream. So have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.